Hey everyone, it's Finch here. We're on for Kickasser versus Bahareth the Best. I'm gonna be calling him BTB. Hopefully, if I don't like try and butcher his name a million times. Anyway, we've got two pretty cool, bulky offensive teams. Pardon me, we got a bit of a cough this morning, but definitely some interesting teams here. I'm looking at Kickassers first because it's the most interesting Pokemon of the 12. It has Victini. It does look like it's a Mega Latias team, so it's a bit more of a pseudo bulky offense, I suppose. It also has AV Megear in all likelihood. I'd imagine Landorus is Stealth Rock. Greninja probably has Spikes or Toxic Spikes in some form. Could be Scarf Kartana or Scarf Greninja. Could very well be a Breaker Kartana. The Z is probably on the Landorus, but it could very well be on Victini or Greninja or even Kartana. I'm just going to stop giving the option. It could be pretty much on anything besides Latias, which is definitely the Mega Evolution. And probably not Megear either. It almost has to be Assault Vest on this team for Tapu Lele, for Mega Alakazam, etc. Which, by the way, is on the opposing team. So I think that that lets me transition well into BTB's team and matchup. If he can weaken that Megear, then he's going to do quite well with the Tornadus Therian, as there are no other flying resists, and the Mega Alakazam, as well as even the Superior to an extent, as the Victini gets chipped quite well by Garchomp, I would say. It's also, looking at BTB's team, most definitely going to be a Rocky Helmet Garchomp. I just think that Z would make a bit less sense in this team. I think the Tank Chop is kind of a nice pick. ABI would make too. I think it's probably Z Torn, but it could be Double Helmet. I know there's some good teams like that. It's probably AV Megear though. I think it's probably Z on the Torn, and an item like Scarf on the cart could be banned if he doesn't really feel the need for Scarf, and Scarf Serp also could be an option. Kickasser is on computer for the first time in forever, but he still is disconnected, which is quite amusing. BTB's at 180 and Kickasser's at 265. But anyway, looking at the teams, oh, he disconnected solely so he could get his SPL avatar. All right, that was impressive, I must admit. We're going to see the Mega Latias anyway. U-turn doing a mere 22%, and Megear comes in, just fairly standard play. 6% Ice Beam, no freeze. I imagine that this is forced out, and the opposing Megear comes in on a Volt Switch. However, if Kickasser wants to kind of play that game, he could go to Landorus, predicting that, or Victini as a middle ground. Now, the issue is that you kind of want all your health on Victini when you're facing dual grass, which is a really interesting team dynamic by BTB that I kind of overlooked initially. I like this, kind of got this grass overload thing, and he's not even facing a Torn either. So this is probably a decent matchup, but seeing his Mega Latias is on the other side, that actually seems quite annoying. So if this is a Thunder Wave variant, then I think I have to withdraw that statement. Actually, I don't think this is great, but no, it reveals to be Calm Mind. So that means that it's Toxic Spikes on it's Toxic Spikes Protein Greninja, 99%, I'd say. How are we dealing with this if we are BTB here? Gotta wonder. Some more obscure outs would be like Encore Mega Alakazam, or Glare Superior. Ice Beam, you might be able to live one, and then once you get the Glare off, you can kind of just beat up at it. Ice Beam, and it does 90, so that's something. Superior reveals that it's leftovers, so it's most likely Scarf Kartana, so that's not going to help a ton against that, honestly. I do like the dual grass dynamic on BTB's team, but I feel as if it enables Heatran a bit much, even with Chomp, just because there's no Greninja on that team. Although with Mega Alakazam, I suppose it's okay, actually. Yeah, you know what? I think it's fine. It just looked bad when the Mega wasn't off quite yet. But yeah, actually, once you get the Mega off, it's fine. I like that dynamic on BTB's team a lot, though, the dual grass. Anyway, we're just going to see Ice Beams. Oh, and it's going to freeze them again this time around. That's highly unfortunate. This Latias should have been quicker than the Megear regardless. I'm inclined to believe anyway. Seeing as AV Megear, which it definitely is given that damage, both of the Ice Beam damages, that is. It doesn't hit 175 usually, and Latias almost always, if not always, hits 350. So, theoretically speaking, it could have, if avoiding paralysis, could have just come up again and recovered, etc. But I don't know if that was really a sequence you'd want to play out earlier in the game. But now that it's frozen, you might be a bit more inclined to, although that could lead you into some false hope and potentially getting your ass blasted by a super effective Flare Cannon. Regardless of that, though, we're going to see the Kartana come in an Ice Beam and just drop. So this game looks phenomenal for the Kickasser side. I think it's just kind of fallen apart for BTB. I'm not really sure what his contemplate the Megalodios was supposed to begin with. As I mentioned before, I just think that this team lacking Greninja, it does feel kind of weird. I feel like all of these offenses really do want an Ashgren. And I imagine we're just going to see a Shadow Ball here, and that's probably going to do 35, but even a bit less than that. Ice Beam's going to do 50. All right, but I would have definitely recovered there if I was Kickasser. I just think he was scared of Calm Mind or Encore. Well, actually, Encore. He should have just recovered anyway. Yeah, I think he should have just recovered. With Calm Mind, he can't touch him. It's Psychic Focus. Yeah, I don't really know what the idea was there. Anyway, if he gets fully paralyzed here, he's screwed. Drop and full power. Yeah, so Kickasser most definitely misplayed this. He pretty much had the best match you could ask for with this Latias, and he tossed it out with that. Wait, what? Oh, and he gets another. What is this? Why would you stay in when you could almost definitely set up and recover on that Tank Chomp and potentially even on Magearna after a Flare Cannon? So I don't know what he did there. That staying in on turn 8 was really bad for Kickasser, and that recover from BTB was insanely greedy. I don't agree with either of these plays personally. But anyway, the Shadow Ball follow-up doing 14% on Magearna reveals that it is most definitely a Solve Us, as we predicted. And the Focus Blast miss after the drop is going to be quite problematic for the BTB side, as he definitely wanted to chip on this. But I suppose it makes up for the drop and the full paralysis. And anyway, the Victini gets in here, so I think you're almost definitely going to see the guard chomp from the BTB side. Personally, if I'm Kickasser, I would consider doubling out back to Latias as it's Tank Chomp, so you can almost definitely recover off of it. Instead, we're probably just going to see him. Oh, U-turn. No, U-turn accomplishes the same thing while scouting for a moveset. It reveals that it's helmet. I would almost definitely click Latias here, but I don't know if he's ballsy enough to do so. But like, it's no risk. There's no way it's like Dragon Claw or anything. And he goes to Landorus here. This is just a poor play. I don't understand that. Oh man, he would have gotten a Latias recovered, and then he could have set up again on Serp or even the Chomp later on. I really think that Kickasser is throwing away a golden opportunity to kind of get a second chance to win the game after the first didn't pan out well. But regardless, we're going to see Stealth Rock there traded for Toxic. So he still has a turn. He still has a window. He can switch to the Latias on Stealth Rock here. He can do it. He got his own rocks up. He has nothing else to accomplish with this Landorus. But if I had to bet, he's going to Swords Dance or Z. Because it's definitely Z. I think it's Scarf. Wait, no, that was Scarf Teeny, wasn't it? Yeah, so shit. What is this ninja? Maybe it's... I really don't think it's Ash Ninja, because you need Toxic Spikes with that kind of Latias. Anyway, perhaps predicting this, he's going to go to Serp, but instead he gets Earthquake. So I guess that was a fine play by Kickasser, but I don't really think he made the best use of that Latias, given the matchup, but it did enough to where the rest of his Pokemon should still be able to win. And I mean, just looking at how this game has played out thus far, Kickasser is still clearly in an advantageous position. The main threatening thing would be long-term Mega Alakazam, for example, because Flare Cannon and Iron Head, I mean, Flare Cannon at -2 is doing over half, and at that means that neutral is not killing, whereas Iron Head just nets a bit under half each time. And so if it's not Iron Head Magearna, and the Flare Cannon doesn't like crit or Ice Beam freeze or anything from that, if it is Ice Beam on a Self-Less Magearna, then maybe you could do well, but I mean, the thing is that you had to get rocks up to chip away at that Scarf Victini, and then you should be good. As well as hitting Focus Blast against the Magearna and, of course, the Greninja and Kartana. Anyway, Z here, Supersonic Gust Strike. I disagree with staying in there from the Landorus T, but at the same time, I guess he still has some pipe dream of hope that Latias can be brought back. So fine. I just don't know why I didn't do it earlier in the game. But anyway, that does allow for the Greninja to get in. I think it's just going to fire off an Ice Beam, assuming it's Protein. And if not, if it's Ash, then I think his team makes no sense. But Hydro Pump is free as shit. There are no water resist left. And that is indeed the case. It's going to miss. Yeah, so this is an Ash Greninja without Toxic Spikes. It doesn't, with a Combine Mega Latias. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe it's like Hidden Power Fighting. Ice Fighting is kind of cool coverage, but I mean, I don't know. I can't say that I'm too fond of that prospect. At least it can touch Ash Greninja and Tyranitar with Ice Beam as opposed to being the stored power variant. So I suppose it's a bit less dependent on the Toxic Spike support, but it still feels like such a naturally important synergetic element to the point where I'm not really a fan of Kickasser's build not having Toxic Spikes or something like, for example, Scarf Will with Blacephalon, which is nice to pair with Latias and Cryonicles just to cripple the Tyranitar and even the Greninja. that's a bit of an obscure example. There are a number of more common mainstream ones, of course, but that's just what came to my head first. But anyway, aside from that slight building inconsistency or making this team maybe a bit more matchup independent, I really do like Kickasser's build. Victini is something that's been utilized now multiple times. Opening Kicks was the first person to use it. Now Kickasser, and Flash Cannon. So that actually makes the Zam matchup probably a bit better because it probably does in the 40s. That's cool. Anyway, Chomp is to play here on a Flash Cannon. It does 33. All right. So I imagine now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think BTB can really salvage this game. But I imagine Rox is to play here, and he's gonna indeed click the Rox. So at least the Victini is pressured here. But like, you don't have enough switch-ins to what Kickasser has between the Kartana, the Ash Greninja, presumably, and it's gonna be Z to add insult to injury. Which makes a lot of sense, seeing as the Landorus didn't reveal to be Z and whatnot. Yeah, Breakneck Blitz too. That's actually pretty cool. I guess that's nice for Zapdos. And also killing Tornado Therian, although I don't really know. I guess with Stealth Rock, yeah, actually with Stealth Rock Landorus too, that's a really cool idea. Actually, no, it still boosts special attack, not speed. So I was gonna say, like, if this got a speed boost somehow, then this game would potentially be really really hard for Kickasser to win. But yeah, unless this is some weird ass bulky C team of Kartana teams. Alakazam, not happening. Yeah, it gets the special attack boost, so sure, that's great. But now the Victini just comes in and revenge kills you with U-turn, and the Chomp with Rocky Helmet's also down, so it can even switch in once more after this. Actually, I don't think this game is quite over, because this is at 47%. Are there no removal on Kickasser's team? Because I don't think Breakneck Blitz can fit Defog, and it's not Stealth Rocks plus Defog on the Landorus. He does only have 2 Toxic Spikes vulnerable, but he has a whopping 4 Spikes vulnerable, and he has something weak to Rock. So I feel like there has to be Defog somewhere. Maybe it's no fighting move Kartana, or it could even be Stabilis Kartana with SD Defog, or it could be SR Defog Landorus. It has to be one of those two, unless it's Calm Mind, Ice Beam, Defog, Roost on the Latias, which could make sense because he didn't really show anything else, but I don't think that makes much sense either, honestly. One of the sets has to be sure. His team is just outright flawed. But regardless of that, Kickasser's played a better game thus far. But BTB's positioned himself kind of nicely with Stealth Rock plus Alakazam to maybe claw back into this. This is more of a complex endgame. It's going to definitely involve having to hit a Focus Blast and maybe outplay a couple sequences, or at least not misplay a couple sequences for BTB to maybe claw back into it. But the play for the Kickasser side is almost definitely click V-Create, actually. It gets a kill no matter what. So I'm not really sure what he's thinking about. His timer's now at 240. BTB is actually all the way down to 20 seconds. If you're Kickasser, I think you are kind of obligated to fodder off the Magearna here, because it's at 31% frozen. I think that this could actually sweep with like Fusion Bolt or something. Yeah, so basically the win condition for BTB is well, actually I don't even know if there's a miss chance given that it has Victory Star. Shit. I was gonna say like a miss of some sort or a choke with this Victini to where it just V-create spams once and then V-creates again instead of like spamming like whatever move, electric move, because like basically if this Victini is somehow out of the way, BTB has a legitimate chance to claw back into this game, but he's gonna need some sort of choke or hack for that to be the case. I'm not gonna do the odds, but this game looks like it's definitely decisively in favor of Kickasser at this point. I've got this alert on Discord right now, and I'm not clicking Discord because I don't want it to come over the screen, especially since it revealed like my team chat and shit. But the fact that there's a 1 in like the Discord thing is really giving me like OCD issues right now. And this turn is taking far longer than it should for Kickasser to literally just click either Fusion Bolt or whatever the Bolt Strike. Which is it? I don't even remember. I'm a Black White UU player. I should have really know this. But whichever the ones that's like 130 power, 85 accuracy is of those two. Or V-Create, like either or is fine here, I think. Actually, I think that clicking the electric move, assuming it kills Alakazam, and it should because it's 130 base power, might be a bit better. Assuming it's got like more than like a 90% chance to hit with Victory Start. And then he clicks the V-Crate. But now it does get a bit of like a bit sticky because the Alakazam is going to come into eventually. And if it clicks Recover on the switch out to fodder the Latias, then who knows? I imagine he goes to Latias here instead of the Magearna. I guess you can argue also that it's a bit of a 50-50 in a sense that Kickasser could V-Crate predicting the Recover, and it could get Shadow Balled on that turn. So, like, in a sense that BTB could try and play for the choke there, but it seems as if he's not going to do that, and he's going to get the Recover. So, yeah, now it's definitely not in range of the Scarf Electric move. The question is, will it be after Volt Switch? And actually, you know what the play for Kickasser is? It's to spam Flash Cannon until he's I think just spam Flash Cannon, period, because it's only got 14 recovers. And Flash Cannon, 16 PP, so it's about 10% chance to drop. So you just spam it, and you hope to get a drop. I mean, it's a game where BTB is basically trying to maximize slim odds at this point, because the odds are most definitely slim. But yeah, getting back into this game, two intriguing, bulky offensive teams that I feel like could have used maybe an adjustment or two to be more consistent, but perhaps had their merits in terms of the specific opponent. Like, for example, I can understand running Kickasser's team without the toxic spikes on with the CM Latias if you didn't think BTB would ever use a Tyranitar, because he's probably fine against Greninja, honestly. Seeing as he's got an actual attacking move that can hit it in Ice Beam. So, fair. Anyway, the Victini comes in here, which is a joke. No, I looked at this game wrong. I'm sorry. I think this is fine. Wait, no, it's not. No. This is definitely a joke. Because now you just... Oh, this makes me think. So, you could lock into the electric move here if that puts it in Water Shuriken range, 2-hit Water Shuriken, and then win with the Greninja no matter what kind of checkmate it there. But in theory, yeah, if he V-Crates... Okay, that was a joke. Yeah, no, I don't get that. Why would Kickasser do that? Yeah, this makes no sense. Like, do you even 1v1 in Alakazam with the Magearna? Does Flash Cannon do over 50? He has to be specially attack invested to do that. I think that this could have been done better though, because look, you've got 14 Flash Cannon left, so you just spam Flash Cannon to recover, and if you get on a drop, eventually the game just ends because then you Volt Switch out, and then it's always in range for the electric move. And then the electric move just cleans it out. So the only way that this is an okay play is if this Flash Cannon does over half, and it does just under half, but it does enough to where it should be enough to win anyway. This is A, drop chances, B, PP, and yeah, see, okay, so this has some special attack, or Magearna is just naturally a bit stronger than I give it credit for. This is fine. I would have taken the other route and just done this and then cleaned with Victini, but I think the chances of V-Crate missing might have been a bit lower, so therefore that makes this an okay play. Yeah, no, this was not really a choke. I take that back. Because look, he's got 9 of these, sure, but there are 10 recovers. And one is likely to drop with 8 left. I don't know what the exact odds are. But Water Shuriken should be able to sweep if this Magearna isn't able to clean it out itself. Because you just keep flare counting in, and if you look at the Focus Blast damage, it does a mere 22%, which, moreover, if there's no drop, so there should be 1 recover left. And yeah, there's a drop. Doesn't matter. I was going to say, you should win regardless of the drop. But yeah, it's the drop, so it's the game. And I mean, Kickasser deserved this game anyway. He was pretty much winning with Latias before the paralysis. Even though he should have recovered initially. He risked it. So do I think this is the best played game? No, it was a bit sloppy, but I don't think there were any like humongous misplays on either side. I think BTB was kind of awkwardly pressured and just didn't have enough room to make his game plan fully work, whereas Kickasser brought a nice team, especially for the opponent, but just in general. I love this Victini wave at the moment, and executed pretty well, even with maybe a slight sloppy sequence here and there. But yeah, it looks like Kickasser is going to prove to be worth the 19K to start off and go 1-0. And on top of that, the Wolfpack's 10th rated SMOU is going to 2-0 the Cryonicles' first rated SMOU. Kickasser defeating BTB. And you also have already seen on my channel, there's just BTB forfeiting. Time was running down anyway, but the drop pretty much ended it. And also you've seen my channel, Time Flash beating ABR in one of the more interesting games, to say the least. But yeah. This is Finchinator. I hope you guys enjoyed the narration, and hopefully I'll be back for more. Peace.